All right, first look at the Tacoma Build. Let's do it. Holy shit. How did you fit those on there? Oh my God. What's going on, everyone? Back with another episode of Stuff and Things. Today has finally come. I've been waiting for this day pretty much since I picked up the Tacoma. I'm currently at Running for Tacos. Local shop to me. I met these guys the other weekend at an open house. I'm super excited to be working with them. They're gonna get the Tacoma dialed in for me because I got a lot of travel coming up and I'm not gonna be here to do everything myself. So the truck is gonna be in good hands, and we got a whole pile of parts right on the other side of the truck to run through with you guys. So this is Twan. What's up, man?
What's up, guys?
He's been taking care of me for a lot of this build. Luckily, I have a good resource of people in the Tacoma community, Toyota community. So I was able to pick out parts specific for the truck and the build that I want to do. It's a little extreme. It's kind of extreme, but it will all be for a good cause. So everything out in front of us here is going to be like the first initial build, and this will probably be part 1 of 2. Let's just run through some of the parts, starting down here with the leaf springs. So we got rear suspension, Deaver stage 2, supports up to about 600 pounds. So I'm gonna have a lot of weight in the bed of the truck, and I want to sort of have good suspension back there. So to go along with all of that, Fox 2.5, this is a stage 3A, DSCs, and these are actually for the Tundra. I didn't know that these guys do this, but that's going to give me some longer travel, and it's just going to be better for the weight that I'm putting back there. Firestone, Ride Right, airbags with the cradles, and we'll talk about that stuff a little bit more later. Fox 2.5s up front, DSCs, and these are the stock 600 springs, but we're probably going to swap these out for 650s because right from here I'm going to get bumpers, a winch, and some other goodies up front. Oh, we also have their tailgate lock right here. I had some valuables in the back of my truck the other night and I had to keep checking on it because I didn't have the key. I switched out my key for the Meso Customs, and we got some more stuff over here from them too. So coming around to this side, we have the SPC upper control arms, which I've been recommended by a lot of different people. You said this was a good idea as well. Diff breather kit back here. The Running for Tacos sequential turns. Wiring stuff, some kits for the dash. Garmin power switch, which is going to be wired in with the Garmin Overlander, so I can have GPS off-grid, control the lights, and you guys will see all of this stuff in a little bit. Bumper caps, I'm gonna get these wrapped to match the truck, and these guys are gonna have the Tacoma for like the next couple of days. So again, the truck is definitely in good hands. I'm excited to be working with Running for Tacos. I will leave a link for their YouTube channel and their site down below. This is actually where I picked up the grill, where I showed you guys in the last video. I bought this at the open house before I even had the truck. I'm kind of like known to do that, buy a bunch of parts before I can even put them on the vehicle. I think that's all I'm gonna be talking about for now. So enjoy this video of ripping apart the brand new 2021 TRD Off-Road. It's gonna look like a completely different truck by the next time you guys see it. All right, guys, we are back here with Twan again at Running for Tacos. Hopefully you enjoyed that B-roll. I was here for the first 2 days of the build. I'm not looking at that. You guys may have seen the truck. I was here for the first 2 days of the build, and these guys were working on it. I left town. I went to Philadelphia and came back. So they had the truck for a little over a week now. And I told Twan, I was like, don't send me any more photos. I saw some sneak peeks on Instagram of everything that these guys were doing. So now I get to see the truck in its first build stage, and I'm stoked.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited. It looks super badass.
Everyone walking in here is like, dude, your truck looks so good. I'm like, really? Like, yeah. Does it? I don't know yet.
The wheel choice is really nice too.
Is it? Okay, I was kind of on the fence about it because obviously you don't know until it's on there, but
yeah, for sure.
Let's go look at it.
You ready?
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
All right, first look at the Tacoma Build. Let's do it. Holy shit. How did you fit those on there? Oh my God.
Looks pretty damn good.
Dude.
You got like this much from the body mount and half an inch or so from the plastic right here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
I mean, the only thing you'd have to trim if you did is maybe just cut this.
Yeah.
Straight down with this corner right here, then should be okay.
Dude, the wheel choice worked out so well. Oh my God. Alright, so I knew the truck was gonna look good. I wasn't quite expecting it to look this good, and I'm so stoked that we didn't really cut any corners when it came to suspension and everything. There's gonna be plenty of walkarounds of the truck on the channel, but while we're here, since these guys are so fluent in all of the acronyms and weird naming conventions of all the parts, I'm gonna have Twan do a walkaround for you guys. Just a brief overview of the first step of this entire build. Twan, you can take it away.
All right, guys. So first, we're going to talk about the suspension. So in the front, we have Fox 2.5 DSC, so that way the low speed compression and the high speed compression is adjustable for like highway driving and on the trails.
One more thing that we added to the front too are the SPC upper control arms, and we also swapped out the stock springs like I talked about in the beginning. Not stock springs, but the Fox springs were 600 and now they are 650. That way when I throw a bumper and a winch on the front here in a couple of days, I'm not going to be affecting the ride height quite as much. So to go along with the front suspension, the control arms and everything, this one's gonna be hard to see, but what do we got under here, Twan?
So right here, we have the DuraBump bump stop for the front. So that's gonna basically cushion any bump or dip that you potentially will go over. So with the stock one, the factory one, it's super stiff when you smash on it. This is gonna cushion that, and it lets you absorb and just has a nice little bump instead of a super hard one.
Should be pretty damn comfortable.
And then of course we got the black Rhino wheels.
These are the black Rhino Abrams.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so happy I went with that color choice because like you said, they look so good.
The texture on it is so cool. It's like most wheel companies go with like a nice shiny or like a flat finish, but this is like texture.
This is like it almost matches the Diamondback on
yeah, it's really nice.
And then those are wrapped in open countries from Toyo.
Yep, so these are Toyo open countries, 35 inch by 12.5. So these are the MTs, as you can see, super chunky tires, very aggressive.
Are nuts. They're so fat.
Yeah, but they look amazing. And then over here we put the emblem covers and the emblems back. So Talon actually took the cover or the emblems off to wrap the truck. We put it back on, we put the black covers on just to match all the whole black theme of everything.
And your body chop up here.
Oh yeah, the body mount chop. This is probably the most important thing you need to do to fit the 35-inch tires because they're so big. So there is no rub at all in the front or in the back. We cleared everything that we need to do. Obviously, Talon's gonna get a front bumper, so that'll be, you know, that'll clear up all the room in the front as well for all the travel that he's gonna have. We put our smoked sequential turn signals on. That way they match with the sequential turn signals in his headlights. And then we have some stuff on the inside, but we'll go over everything on the outside first. In the back, we have, for the shocks, we have Fox DSC 2.5, the exact same as the front. But the cool thing with these is these are actually a Tundra shock. So we converted the Tundra shock to make it to fit on a Tacoma.
Yeah, so if you look inside here, I guess you guys twist this around so that it's facing outward, and then you can run the DSC controls over here.
Exactly. So normally that would be flipped the other way because that's how it is on a Tundra, but we made it work that way. You actually get more down travel with the Tundra shocks. So that's the reason why we did that. So that's probably the best shock setup you can get on a Tacoma without actually doing like towers or anything like that.
And then also back here we added the Deaver Stage 2 leafs, which is kind of hard to see, but a lot more weight is going to be able to be supported. When we did the Tundra shocks in the rear, we also upgraded the brake lines.
Yeah.
And if I change out the brakes in the future, those will still be good.
Yep,
I guess.
everything will be good. So you can kind of see the sticker right there.
And also the Firestone Ride Right airbags.
Yep.
And we'll talk about why I have those in a future video. Ooh, the tailgate lock. Let's
Yep.
try this out.
So for some reason, Toyota doesn't put an automatic tailgate lock on their vehicles. It's a 40,000 plus view, but like for how expensive it is, you don't get a tailgate lock. So unlocked.
That's open.
Now it's locked.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And that's obviously perfect with the Diamondback cover. So you guys saw earlier in the video, I upgraded to the Miso custom key fob. That way it just takes the stock key fob and kind of makes it cleaner. Looks cooler in my opinion, but then you lose your little like valet type of key.
Yeah. What you need for this, so every time you want to unlock your tailgate, you got to pull that out, unlock it, and then put it back.
Just inconvenient. But now if you hit the lock, super cool. That's gonna come in handy for sure now that I have the Diamondback on there.
Especially with this.
Yeah, I guess we can hop inside now. Actually, before we hop inside, I haven't even seen this on a truck other than yours. So what do we have going on down here?
So this is our Running for Tacos high clearance exhaust. And as you guys can see here, the tailpipe actually dumps right before the axle. So normally it comes out way back here. And this is pretty much the crush zone when you guys are on a trail. Basically, if you go over a boulder, the rock would just smash your exhaust here. So that's the reason why we have that high clearance exhaust, just because we know Talon's gonna be on a lot of trails, cross country, so that's definitely a must.
Yeah, it looks super clean. I'm excited to hear it too.
Yeah, that's the other plus. So you get a little bit more horsepower, and obviously the deep tone of the exhaust is pretty nice.
While I'm sitting under the truck right now, we also added the ARB diff breather kit, so it puts it on top, I guess. Because is it typically in the front?
Yeah, so normally your breather is right here, so anytime your diff gets hot, it'll breathe out right here. But if you're going like across water, this is going to get submerged, and then water will actually get inside of here, and then that will cause issues inside mixing with the gear oil.
So that lifts it all the way up.
Yeah, so what we did is we ran the line that it comes with all the way to the tail light.
Oh, okay.
So the diff breather's all the way here, as high as it could be. So basically you would have to submerge your tail light in order to affect inside of the diff.
Okay.
So that's a huge plus.
So coming back around to the front of the truck, we also added one thing under the hood. Not really performance or anything.
Yeah. So this is the Garmin power switch. So most of you guys know there is the Switch Pro, which has 8 buttons, This is the Garmin power switch, which allows you to run 6 switches or any accessories off of your phone or the overlander that we put inside of Talon's truck. Cool thing with this is it's all Bluetooth. You never have to go through the firewall inside. Everything is literally right here under the engine, so the install for this is cake.
And then I'll be able to wire lights up to that too and control them all through the overland. So it's a super clean, pretty smart decision to have everything controlled in one spot rather than having different switches all throughout the truck. So once I get lights on the front bumper here, you guys will see how that stuff works. I think that's it for exterior, but we did do a little bit of interior stuff, so let's hop inside. I don't have any steps here yet, so a little more difficult to get in. Still smells new in here.
Yeah, you haven't even filled up the gas yet.
No, I'm still in the first tank of gas and we're ripping the whole truck apart.
Crazy.
So inside here, the first thing I immediately noticed, well obviously, is the 3 PAM. Is that what this is called?
Yeah, this is the T3 PAM made by Expedition Essentials. So they follow the body line or the line of the radio dash a little bit. So it looks as clean as it can be. So obviously first we have this RAM mount for Talon's phone. We have 2 more mounts here, and then this one here is going to be for the Garmin Overlander. This is actually their magnetic quick release, so you can pull it off, and as soon as you put it back on, it charges it right away. And we're going to have to do something about the wires, because right now it does run to the cigarette lighter right here. We'll probably do something where it'll just plug in right here, which is the fast charging USB. So we have 2 ports right there.
And I have that shorter cable, so that should be able to clean up pretty nicely.
Yep.
Also on the interior, you guys may notice Miso Customs, they have these chrome delete kits. So previously all this stuff was chrome, and I don't know why any vehicle manufacturer puts chrome on anything anymore, but gets rid of all of the AC vents. Even added the red start-stop button. Is that like 10 horsepower?
Yeah,
Something
at least
like
10
that.
horsepower.
Also, the door handles too are now black, so obviously fitting for my aesthetic.
We did the steering wheel as well.
I didn't even notice that.
Yep.
Awesome.
So basically there's no chrome left. So basically in this cup holder here, so this is the cement. So obviously you can choose whatever color you want, but since Talon's wrap has the gray in it, we decided to do the cement gray, so it adds a nice touch to it to match the outside.
Oh yeah. Super, super clean. So there you guys have it, the first look at like the first portion of this whole Tacoma build. This was like one of the main things I was looking forward to. And from here I'm actually heading down to Arkansas to rendezvous in the Ozarks. So if you guys are there this weekend, you can hopefully check out the truck and we can hang out a little bit. Huge thank you to Twan and the rest of the guys who work at the shop here. You guys killed it. I'm looking forward to coming back and working with them some more in the future. Speaking of that, you guys may know this truck right here. It's ratted out 16. You guys are fixing it up for him though.
Yep.
Just kidding, Mike. Your truck is and probably always will be cooler than mine. So if you guys have any questions on the build, let me know in the comments down below. I'll probably end up making like a full parts list when the truck is like more complete. And for a lot of the stuff that you guys saw here, you can find on runningfortacos.com. So I'll leave a link for their website in the description down below. Everything from the grill to the side markers and even a body chop if you are local to the Denver area. So huge thanks to these guys again. I'm looking forward to the first road trip in the truck, and that will be the next video that you guys see on the channel. So if you're new here, consider clicking subscribe. I make new videos every week. As always, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you in the next one.